How pathetic can some people be?
I found out recently I grind my teeth, and they say that's why. Because all day long we have to be nice to people all the time. We have to be nice to everybody all day long. Picture it. When I worked in an office, there was a woman in my office who was so perky. My ass would twitch when she would come up the elevator. You know the type, like shows up early. She always got a load of something she just whipped up. Makes it seem like it's no big deal. This woman would walk in the door like a Broadway show. She'd be like, "Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning." She's got a candy jar in her office. Always had like freshly baked muffins. She's got mitts on because they're hot and fresh. Wrote the tea with the hot, fresh muffins. Announces it to the office. Yeah, like it's no big deal. "Okay, you guys, I got up at 4:30. I jogged 7 miles. I knitted a sweater and I made these muffins." I want to staple to the muffin horse head. I'm always hiding in my office. She would come find me. She'd be like, "Hey, you. How are you this morning? Are you tired this morning? You look so tired this morning. Oh my God. Oh my God, you look horrible." "Are you working hard or hardly working?" "I'm still drunk, so get out of here."
Dumbass of the day. 93.3 KZOZ.
Adrian was leaving her job, so the office decided to throw her a potluck, something we do around here on a regular basis, right?
No more potlucks. I have a feeling I'm not going to any more of these potlucks.
Especially yours if you decide to leave the job. I mean, like, I could probably, it would take 2 hands to count. Maybe 1 hand. On 1 hand, 1 full hand, people that would do this to me at this job. Adrian.
5 people? Really?
Yeah. Adrian, went to the party, and, thanks a lot for everybody for bringing the food. And apparently an unnamed 47-year-old, I don't know why she's unnamed because she actually got arrested for this. Or no, she lost her job. She did not get arrested. That's why she's being unnamed, because it's an HR matter. She thought it would be funny to bring laxative-laced brownies to her departing colleague's send-off.
Wait. Let me back this up a little bit. So, the girl that's leaving, she didn't make the brownies. It was somebody who was going to continue to work at the company with everyone else. That's no. You only do this if you're leaving, because you don't have to see those people again. Because when you bring a whole tray of brownies that have laxative, everybody's going to eat them.
Well, this is where I'm thinking that it may have gone wrong, is she may have told some of her coworkers that she liked
not to eat them.
Whatever you do, don't eat the brownies that I'm bringing. Because the police were brought into the matter before anybody even got to the brownies.
So how did because somebody slipped.
The company ended up taking the brownies out of the potluck, saying, we'll take these brownies and we're not going to have these in the potluck. And then people are like, why can't we have the brownies? So none of them were eaten. And then they called the police. The officers showed up and spoke to the woman who made the brownies, and she denied it. She said, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Fine, I'll eat one right now.
But then apparently they said that the brownies were going to be subject to forensic testing, and they were going to test to see if there was any laxatives in it. And then at that point, she's like,
"Oh no, they're not."
At that point, she bought it. At that point, she's like, "Okay, I put the laxatives in it. So she confessed to including laxatives in the baking mix. She's not charged with any crime because nobody ate the brownies, but she was fired from her job.
Oh. I mean, what's laxative? Everybody's got diarrhea. It's not the end of the world. You just have diarrhea and you move on with your day. You know what I mean? Is it that big a deal? Like when we did it to this kid.
She told the police it was a bad joke and she was not intentionally targeting the woman that was leaving the job.
When we did it to Jason Buckner in 8th grade.
You did this?
Yeah, he had a whole bag of laxatives.
Oh, no.
X-Lax. Because it comes out in chocolate. He kept bugging me. He's like, "Can I have some of that?" I'm like... So my buddy had the idea, JB. You know JB. JB's a troublemaker.
Terrible person.
And he's like, "Here, give him this. I got it from my mom's medicine cabinet." And so, yep, Jason Buckner ate the whole thing and didn't come to school the next day.
Rude.
The kid quit bugging me. Every day when I'd have lunch, he'd ask me for some of my food. I'm like, "Dude, listen, it was always a poor joke there." It's like, God, Tell your parents to get a job so they can feed you.
So sad.
Always wanted my Doritos. And I'd give them Doritos, but after a while, I'm like, dude, listen, I can't just feed you Doritos every day, okay? I look forward to these Doritos. They're my Doritos. Get your own damn Doritos. You know, once, twice, 3 times, every once in a great while.
So you guys
no,
didn't
not
get in
every
trouble
day.
for feeding the kid laxatives?
He never said anything.
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he just thought it was something else.
Maybe didn't.
That's the thing with this person could have gotten away with it had she not told anybody.
Yeah, she had a big mouth. Big mouth.
If I got diarrhea after the company potluck, I'd be like, well, that's my fault for eating all this food that other people brought in. That was a real dumb job. Yeah. That's why whenever I bring something to the company potluck, I want to make sure that nobody thinks that it could be tainted from me. That's why I always go to Jack in the Box.
Get the tacos.
And buy the tacos and
I'm
bring them
glad
here.
you do that. I love the tacos.
And
They're so good.
what's the first thing to go? The tacos, because everybody knows it's safe.
And you get the bonus with the tacos. You get the Taco Bell hot sauce.
Yeah.
Which those packets last, as we found out yesterday, or the other day, a long time.
I mean, come on. There's been some things in the potluck where you're like, I'm not trying that.
Oh, yeah. All the time.
Why in hell I need that?
Yeah, especially if that one lady from the office brought it. Like, I'm not trying that.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
I know for a fact they're...
I know she doesn't like me, though.
Do you do that at the office potluck? Do you ask? You're like, who brought this?
All the
Who
time,
brought that?
yes.
Who brought this?
The only stuff I eat usually is from Linda, because Linda loves me and loves you. She loves everyone.
Yesterday, I snapped.
She could take us all out with one bowl of chili if she wanted to.
You were pissing me off. I was having a intense conversation with my wife,
who works here,
and you interrupted that conversation. So I was kind of mad at you. Then somebody came in and interrupted our conversation, and I blew my lid. Now I am waiting for retribution from this person. I mean, I am waiting for, and he's a nice guy. He's like the guy that would whip up a batch of something and bring it into work and show up at 5 o'clock in the morning after exercising. Okay,
I think he thought you were joking.
I hope he thought I was joking because I don't want him to.
I knew you were being serious.
I was really mad.
I've seen that face.
I blew
before.
my lid.
I've seen that face a few times. What a dumb bitch! Listen, make the X-Lax brownies. Bring him to
Don't
work.
Tell anyone.
Keep your mouth shut.
This is why I hate bringing this kind of stuff up because, and I don't know if this is a trend or what's going on, but there was another story in the news yesterday, and this was out of Connecticut, that some students of a boarding school were arrested in connection with a batch of cupcakes that had bodily fluids in it.
Oh.
And it was given to students and staffers at the school. Like, I got a bunch of kids coming up to me and they're like, hey, we just wanted, especially boys, hey, we just wanted to make these cupcakes for you. I'm not touching those cupcakes with a 10-foot pole.
Do you remember when the UFC had that reality show where all the fighters lived in one house and it was in Vegas?
Ultimate Fighter, yeah.
Yeah, Ultimate Fighter, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you ever watched it because they did some terrible stuff like that. This one guy, he got really pissed off if anybody touched his fruit. And it was that fruit you see in the fruit section at the grocery store
it's like
where
a
it's
bowl.
already cleaned up. It's in a bowl. It's in a clear plastic bowl. Well, somebody opened it up and peed in there, put the lid back on it, put the tape back, put it in the fridge. He finds out about it. I don't even know if I could tell this story. And then he finds out who does it. He gets his sushi because this guy loves sushi. He opens it up. He doesn't pee on it. He does the other thing.
Oh, no.
No, I should say, well, he does the...
Okay, enough. I don't care what he does. I know what he does. You've got.
I'm just saying there's a left hand involved.
You've gotten us there, okay?
Anyways, and he puts it back in there. And I just thought, how do they put this on TV? How is this okay? And that's why kids that don't understand repercussions because they're young, they don't get the whole reality of the situation. They just think this will be funny because they heard it, saw it somewhere.
Well, get this. These teenagers, it's a year after the incident took place because it's been investigated for the last year. This has been taking up taxpayers' money, everything. A year after the incident took place, they were charged with 4th-degree assault because one of the students finally came forth and said, okay, yes, we did it. 4th-degree assault and conspiracy to commit 4th-degree sexual assault and 2nd-degree breach of peace with this whole cupcake incident. Certain people got the cupcakes, other people did not. That's like, That's like admitting your guilt right there.
You know what I was thinking, though, is if you are going to sabotage something.
You don't, because you're my friend.
You're sabotaging any food. You have to make sure you only sabotage like most of it. Like leave some of it that it's okay so you can walk over and pick one up and you know exactly where that cupcake is or where that brownie is or whatever it is. And you can eat it. And everybody's like, oh, well, I saw Jeff eat the brownie. He made them. He brought them. They must be okay. No, because you know exactly where the one spot is that you can pick up that brownie.
Investigators declined to be specific about the substance that the lab had found, but noted that technicians had to perform DNA comparisons of the suspects in order to find out if it was them or not. They pulled the DNA from the cupcake based on the bodily fluids. I don't know. Does everybody?
Everybody has DNA. Yeah.
Does everybody's bodily fluid?
Yes.
I mean, does every kind of bodily fluid have DNA? Like, does urine have?
Yes. Everything does.
Okay.
Tears do.
Oh, okay.
Everything does.
Okay. Well, then that's good. Because I'd rather have urine than other things. You know what I mean?
Well, who knows
I was
what it
thinking
was.
just DNA, but there was a sexual charge in there too, so I don't know. Oh man, kids are just terrible.
543-3693. You know, people want to brag.
Do you think that you've ever been served tainted food? Do you think you've ever been served intentionally tainted food?
Not that I'm aware of, and you know, if the people
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, I really don't want to know. Like when they say how many bugs you eat or spiders you eat a year, I don't want to know this.
That's not true. There was that one April Fool's Day when I brought you a coffee to taste the test.
Oh, and I had salt in it.
And I put salt in it.
Yeah, well, I knew that one. Yeah, hopefully that's the worst that's ever happened.
Yeah.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. 93.3 KZOZ rocks.
Have a good morning.